Hey everybody, we are back from break with more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. When we left our heroes, they had been diving deeper into the dungeon, intent on making it to Dwemercore or elsewhere perhaps, but their journey was interrupted as they arrived in the Legion's territory and realized that the Legion was gearing up for a fight against someone. They found out that someone was the Sargoth Coven, the sea hags that they had dealt with previously, and in point of fact, they had installed a new leader, and it seems as if that has come back to be a problem for the Legion, who now is aware, at least partially, that the party was responsible for, or at least knew of this threat to the Legion. So, Bones has decided that it is for the best that the party handle the situation immediately. And thus, you all find yourselves on the banks of the Sargoth River, paying the skeletal ferryman to ferry you across the churning waters.
Is he like cool about it? Or is he like,
Sargoth.
oh shit, no?
The ferryman never shows any sort of anything. There is no emotion from the ferryman.
Man, I want to get this guy to talk. Or lady. Who knows? It's
I'll pick the ball, but I think we each have to actually hand him a gold, or he'll just trust.
Yep. Deducting a gold.
Deducting gold.
We've done business with this person before.
Jay, just take a level in Cleric and learn Speak with Dead.
Ooh, Jeremy, would that work?
Maybe.
Well, no, you'd need 5 levels because it's a 3rd level spell, but...
Buy a wand of Speak with Dead.
Yeah, buy a wand of Speak with Dead.
Okay, are you guys just
last time
going
we
across
heard somebody using the
the
Speak
way?
with Dead spell, they died or went.
Yeah, I
crazy.
just want to right across is like where we fought the Drider, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was on the bank and like going
Yeah.
north from there went to.
That's
the
where I want to go.
cabin. Whoa.
I need
Wow,
to open
that
up
was
this
weird.
map.
The boast. The boast. The
Good gracious.
boatman
Whoa.
turns the boat, pressing down with his long pole into the water, and you get part of the way. I don't know why I did this. Oh, this is just gonna be a nightmare. Let me write everyone. Oh god.
We fall into the waters of Quippers. All
This
get
is-
consumed.
This was not a good idea. Learn from my mistakes. Don't spin the boat.
Spin the boat. Spin the boat.
Boat's supposed to be bigger. What's going on with my boat? There we go. I was like, what the fuck, boat? That's not how we get multiple people on. You get, like, the gap that you're going across is not a very long gap at all. The boatman begins to press, pushing across the river, and you can tell he's kind of straining against the teeming masses of the water itself. But before you
Do they
can really...
eat his ore?
Huh?
Do they eat his ore?
They don't seem to be damaging his. He has a long pole.
Okay.
He kind of like gondolas through the river rather than like paddling through it, right? But they do not seem to be attacking it. It's just the masses are hard to push through. And I'm gonna pull something real quick. Uh-huh. And I rolled that publicly because it's not going to matter because it's immediately happening. But what does matter is who is surprised by this and who isn't. So anyone with less than a 20 passive perception is somewhat surprised by this. I think that's everyone but Bones. We're gonna do 1d3s. Ezra's 1, Ash's 2, or sorry, 1d4s. Ezra, Ash's, Bones, and Matashtai. Doing boop, boop, and no doubles. Okay, so Ezra is the one that doesn't get targeted. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. I need everyone to select their tokens and roll for initiative.
Already?
Fish.
Fish.
Fucking fish.
You don't even make it across the river before shit gets started. Yeah. Absolutely.
These goddamn fish.
You done got me started.
Let's get it started. Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Okay. Bones, you see, because of your insanely high passive perception, you see shapes begin to rise up out of the water with the masses of quippers around them. You see not huge, large. You see massive forms of mermen, but with like twisted gray scales and almost kind of like catfish faces, right? They are just below the surface of the water, and you see they are about to attack you, and you are just a hair faster than them. What do you want to do?
And I'm also the one who's not surprised.
You are the one who is not surprised. That's the reason why you get to act in this turn.
Very cool and based. I would like to
Let's get the battle music.
grab 2 dags off of my sweet and cool ruins.
Sweet.
No. Grab 1 dag off of my sweet and cool runes and take careful aim and whip.
Okay. Because they are kind of like below the surface of the water, you would normally get disadvantage. Because you're basically like throwing into water. You don't shoot bullets. That being said,
Yeah.
I mean,
Even bullets.
yeah,
deal
even
that.
bullets.
with your
become
careful
ineffective,
aim,
like 40 feet
you
water.
will make it be normal. So
Oh, well, then I don't do that because I don't get my sneak attack anyway.
yeah, you're not going to get advantage off of this careful aim. Not until they come out of the water, or until you're able to like get in the water and equalize that gap, basically.
How big are these
Okay,
fish?
well, then I use my bonus action to take careful aim, and I hold my action until
Sneak
one
attack.
of them's out of the.
Sounds good. Until you can get the snack. Gotcha. Sounds like a plan.
Snack.
Ashes, you are caught flat-footed. And Bones, you do not have to wait long as a form rises up out of the water.
That is not what I thought was coming out of the water.
What in the
The
hell?
hell is that?
Some Lovecraftian horror here.
Dahawagan demon whisperer.
Okay, so then I whip Serpent's Fang at it at advantage.
Yep. 31 will
31.
definitely hit.
Okay, and I will take sneak, which is I've rearranged my stuff, so it's going to be a second one. I'll figure it out again. Okay, there it is.
Fine. Works. Okay. It's 14 and minus 29. So as this, you see these things when your allies do not. You immediately kind of like jump into action, kind of like readying yourself, setting to respond to the threat. Your dagger flies through the air. It takes this thing in its massive chest as it kind of like rises up out of the water. But it's like it's in action, so it like takes it in its chest and just kind of like roars through as it hurls a
That's
harpoon.
fine. And I will also direct a whale towards another one.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
It's a species of predator that evolved to breathe water. I like that. Okay. This thing is going to harpoon Ashes at advantage.
I open my.
An 8 is going to miss.
Absolutely, right? Like, it doesn't even ting off your armor or anything like that. It's just from the dagger impaling into its chest. Right, the thing's aim is just thrown wide, and you see sailing over your head is this harpoon attached to some sort of cord, right? And it goes maybe 10 feet past over your head, and then you see it yank back as this thing rips back on it, and it just surges back, and he catches it in his hand, and he goes to kind of like grab that dagger and pull it out of his chest, but as he's doing that, the dagger is vanishing. So that is
Well, now he's bleeding out.
its turn. And since it didn't get you with that, he's going to close the distance, right? And he tries to like pull up onto the boat, and he tries to bite you, Ashes.
Bro, he's gonna let people on his boat, insta kill him.
That's a 24 to hit. Ashes? That I'm assuming that hits. You're not like super hulked out right now.
No,
So
I was about to say, I had to think about for him. Like, all right, first of all, I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not in form, and even if using the cloak, no, that's still gonna hit.
Okay, you take 11 piercing damage as this thing's maw kind of like opens up into this wide hinged jaw, and it kind of like it doesn't have a shit ton of like large sharp teeth, but it has a bunch of little serrated teeth that it kind of like rips into your flesh with. Matashtai, you are also caught flat-footed because you don't have no one but Bones has above 20 passive perception, right?
Yep.
What
I'm
is
at
your
17.
passive? You're 17. Okay, yeah, you're flat-footed then.
Close.
Next up, we've got this guy who is basically going to do the exact same thing. He's going to rise up out of the water, but his target is going to be Bones. He does not have advantage against Bones. That is a 10.
Yes.
Big miss. And then he will also close the distance and try to bite you. 21.
Does hit, and
10.
I can't do that, so 10 damage.
Wait, what?
Cannot uncanny dodge.
I don't have a reaction. I use my reaction for my health.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. Good call.
Yeah, 10 damage. Yeah.
Ezra, you are also caught flat-footed, and we are now to the last marrow that raises from the depths, and this one will be going at Matashtai, who does have advantage against 18.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, this is technically a ranged weapon right now, though.
Sweet.
But you don't have a reaction.
Oh wait, so I can.
You
Yeah, I
can
don't
deflect
get
it.
Not
Oh,
until
yeah.
the start of his turn.
Yeah, so
I
with
can't do any of that.
deflect missiles does take your reaction. It only takes a key point if you're throwing it back. So regardless, though, you don't have a reaction right now because you're surprised. So, gotcha. Okay, so then it does hit. You take 12 piercing damage, and then that motherfucker does that whole yank thing, and you are yeeted off the boats, and
Sweet.
into the water with it. And it
I love
immediately tries to,
It
well, I say that.
Is
It
says,
say what?
different says, because it says it must succeed on a strength contest against the marrow. Are they like?
Oh,
are they
yeah, no,
super-
you're right. My bad. I was not paying attention. Roll me a athletics check, Matashtai.
Athletics.
Athletics.
That's not a disadvantage.
Thank you for the call out, Zach, because I honestly just was not paying attention. 19 is good. Fuck.
I would like to pull him to me.
Hell yeah. Monk
Nope.
shit.
Nope. Fuck.
Nope. Absolutely not. Okay.
This is horse shit.
It did happen. Matashtai is yoinked into the river, and
Good. Now I get fucking eaten.
Yeah, the marrow is going to flank you with his marrow buddy, and is going
swim speed,
to
just pop on out.
gonna eat the shit out of you. So bite at advantage, another 24 for another 6 damage.
Am I
Matashtai,
grappled or anything from this?
you are not grappled. You're just kind of like off the initial hit. There's like hooks and barbs and things like that. So it always, when it hits you, it kind of like grabs onto you and pulls, but it's not stuck in you or anything like that. So you're immediately freed. It's just a pulling mechanism.
Okay. Excellent.
Love
it.
Sure. As you are in the water, you see immediately nearby, the water is teeming with quippers, right? But there are only a few concentrated masses, right? And they do not seem to be responding to the marrow, right? But now that you are in the water, they're responding to you, right? So you realize if you stick in the water, these swarms are coming for you, right?
Tasty.
Yep. Tasty. And we are back to the top of the round. I'm going to actually put the marrow on the turn order now that they have a target to go for in the water. Did I miss this one? Apparently I did.
God damn.
They hungry. Bones! You've been attacked by fish folk? You've been attacked by some really scary catfish people that want to eat your face. What do you want to do?
Okay.
And one's in
First I'd
your
like-
grill right now.
Well, first I would like to look at the boatman. Is he like still trying to move us, or what's going on here?
He is still just trying to move you right now. Yeah, he's just kind of like pushing against the
Yeah, he's doing
mass
his
of the
best.
marrows.
It's fine. I believe in him. He's doing his best.
Gotta make sure we give him a good tip.
Yeah, we've sent many golds to him. Okay, I will. I don't need to take careful anymore. I will whip 2 dags at the one, because is Ash just threatening it now that he's not surprised?
Yes. Yeah.
Both running.
You are engaged in range, but that doesn't matter to you, right? Or you're engaged in melee, but does that matter to you? I don't remember.
No, I believe that does still matter. I just ignored cover.
Okay, gotcha. Then you are engaged in melee if you're going to make ranged attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's problematic. I will. Die.
You will
I will-
die? Okay.
I will. That is problematic. Let's see. I want to attack the one that I really hurt. Well, I think I really hurt. I want to attack the one I hurt. But I don't
mean,
want to take an off.
You can. You could careful aim to get rid of your disadvantage and turn it into normal, and then you'd still get sneak attack because Ashes is engaged with it.
Yeah, but I guess it's all the same. I guess I'll just do that. Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. You do whatever you want to do. You're trying to finagle it. You finagle it, however you want to finagle it.
No, I was just thinking about it because it's the same if I disengage and move over. It's the same. I'm still only get 1 attack.
Yeah.
Or I take the attack and move in for like duck in between them real fast and then get 2 attacks, but then I gotta take an opportunity attack. I don't want to do that. So I take care of one again and whip my boy, the Acid Man Serpent Fang at normal.
Okay.
EK.
Okay.
Rolled a 16.
16. These individuals are wearing some scaly-ish armor, but they are not especially well armored, nor are they especially quick. A 16 hits.
Wow. Okay.
People wearing scale mail. Come on.
Well, it's not actually scale mail. It's actually scales. They are wearing basically like hide scales.
Okay, sneak again, and then I will also wail again to wherever the last one went.
It went down to this one that is fighting Mitch. Ooh, that's a hell of a whale.
Yes, it is.
Damn.
Not
What?
like an orca or a blue or...
That's,
Yeah,
you hurl the serpent's fang a second time. It takes this marrow in the chest, basically opposite of where it took it last time, and it's trying to like pull itself into the boat to grab Ashes and kind of like drag him into the watery depths. And your second dagger just takes it, and it clutches and then falls into the water. And you see as its bleeding corpse falls into the water, the quippers that were not paying attention to the marrow now are paying attention to the marrow, to at least this bloody dead creature. You may have just distracted some of these quippers from Matashtai. So,
Okay. Noted.
anything else for your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay.
I can't move because I'm framed. Otherwise, I would try and make space for you.
This one is close to both the fleshy mass and to Matashtai, so it's going to roll. 1 for the dead marrow, 2 for Matashtai. Goes for the marrow.
Hey.
Matashtai.
Yeah.
You are ignored for now, and you watch as this swarm of quippers comes to, and both this one as well begins to just destroy, just nom 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 on this body. Ashes, you're up.
Well, seeing the only thing I could hit is no longer there, I pull out my I guess shit. I guess I wouldn't have had a weapon in my hand. So I draw out my hand crossbow. Or my light crossbow.
Oh, he's doing it.
He doing it.
Ooh, he doing it.
Where's the button for my stupid crossbow? I haven't used it in so long.
Is it
There
called
it is.
jet?
Okay. And the one that Matashtai is working on, I shoot.
I will say
Working on?
this one is down in the water, so you would have disadvantage. The one fighting against Bones is up, kind of like on the boat. So the one fighting Bones, clear shot. The one fighting Matashtai in the water, not clear shot.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do the one that's not some. I'm sorry, I didn't know that one was underwater.
Yeah. I didn't tell you, so that's my bad.
17.
17 hits. Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't uncheck that. That's not the 3. Ignore the 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoot him.
4 damage. Crossbow bolt takes this large marrow in the arm. Doesn't seem to have wounded it overly much, but damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Into that. Okay. Weepars. How close is this thing?
150 feet.
Closer to Matashtai. It goes for Matashtai.
Excellent.
Goes for Matashtai.
That's what I'd like to see.
What happened to your AC? I thought you had like 19 or something.
I have always had 18.
Oh, 18. That was it. Okay, I was kind of close.
Couldn't have been much
Okay.
closer.
The swarm of quippers moves into your space and basically surrounds you with tiny biting. There's not really like a defending yourself. Like, it's not really an AC so much as a, do they manage to bite hard enough in the right places to actually hurt you, or is your flailing and moving able to keep them from actually finding purchase, right?
Punch the fishes in the face.
So, let's see. God damn, I'm rolling well.
It's a lot of. That's a lot of fish damage.
There's a lot of biting coming your way. It's no one bite, like nothing just like takes
Good
your
Lord, you
arm
got
off,
hit, bro.
right?
What the hell?
But there's just
There's a lot
there's
of biting.
dozens of little rips where these fish are like taking off the tip of your finger, or like the a quarter-sized portion of your calf, that type of thing.
Quarter of your calf? That's a lot of calf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to keep some of my calf.
You're losing some muscle mass, brother.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, that's that. And it is now. This guy is dead. Matashtai, you're up.
I'd like to fucking swim away. Are they on top of me?
They're all around you. Yes. Yeah. The swarm of quippers that has attacked you is basically enveloped your circle, your square.
Can I disengage from the fishies?
You can try.
Good job.
I would like to step of the wind and disengage from the fishies.
Okay.
And I would like to go up here.
Oh, okay. So you're fuck the boat. I'm getting on land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck the boat. I'm
Okay.
going
Yeah, that's
over here.
I get you. That's sure. Yeah,
Smart.
absolutely.
And then if I can reach, is this dude underwater?
He is currently underwater. Yes. Like he's like
Just lean down. Put your upper body down there and just.
you could. Yeah. I mean,
All right.
he's basically just a little below the surface of the water. You could reach in
All
and
right.
try to attack him.
I'm gonna stab the fuck out of him with Tombic here. I'm gonna go spearfishing.
Okay. And
Oh, yeah.
since you are using a piercing melee weapon, you are not going to take any sort of disadvantage or anything like that. So you are
Get stabbed.
good.
Yeah,
Stab and stab, both hits. Yeah. This thing is taken off guard by your speed and the way that you extricate yourself from the quippers. He is unprepared to defend himself from, one, you getting on land, period, and two, then having the audacity of not only did you escape, right, but now you're attacking him in the water, right? Like, so both hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. I roll 27 damage. Pretty good damage, actually.
Nice, pretty good, yeah. You stab viciously down into this marrow beneath the water, and once, twice, you can feel the tip of Tombakiri plunge into this creature's body and pull back out, and you see tendrils of blood basically begin to spill out of this creature, and the quippers that had been attacking you, deprived of their meal, now have a different bloody option presented to them.
Yeah. That dude. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. This one is going to
Or nor.
Bones, you see it raises the harpoon again at you, this time in melee, but it comes in from the side and tries to hit you from the side and basically yoink you down into the water next to it. So here is a melee attack. That's a big ass miss. You see it coming a mile away. Ugh, okay. And then he tries to bite you.
I also prefer if he didn't do that. He does do it though. but
That
also-
one he does do. I don't know
Yeah,
why
he
I'm
does
so able to hit you guys with the bites and not the fucking harpoons.
Take 4
You
damage.
can stop whenever. It's okay.
Right? Okay,
Oof.
9 more damage, and that is
Nope.
the
Uncanny dodge.
uncanny dodge. Okay, so 4 more damage.
4 damage.
Okay,
Take it.
that is the end of its turn. Ezra, you're up. Your party is attacked by a group of marrow as they attempt to cross this little. Is this an isthmus? This little fucking stopgap in the river. This little bottleneck in the river, and you're up. What would you like to do?
The one by Matt is real fucked up, right?
Yeah, he is underwater, but you can see blood beginning to pool around him from his wounds. I say pool, it's not really pooling, it's streaking downriver, as the current here is relatively strong, but he's obviously bleeding heavily.
Oh, Matt's got that one under cover.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
turn at the other one and go pew pew with my finger guns.
Pew pew.
Oh, you have firebolt now? That's lit, bro.
Lit. Liddy, that's a hitty. 5 more damage.
End of my turn.
Okay. The creature that you are fighting against, Matashtai, begins to kind of pull itself up on land, but you can see it doesn't have legs. It has kind of like a thin, a merman, kind of like lower half, right? But it's it almost kind of like does the Naga thing where it kind of like goes snake-like as it's pushing itself up onto the beach, right? But you can tell it is not an adept surface creature. It is going to be moving slow on land. But it is
Why do you hate me?
fucking intent on you. And as it comes out of the water, you can see you kind of like got it in the side, and then as it turned, you got it in its chest. So it's just streaming blood down from these 2 wounds. And he just tries to bash you with this fucking harpoon that he has in his hand.
Damn.
21.
Yep, that is.
Just and it's literally it's bludgeoning damage this time around. It's not piercing because he just whaps you with it. He tries to smash you with the harpoon rather than actually stabbing you with it. And then he tries to bite your face off in response. Fucking Christ.
Oh, Lord.
Feeling great. This is a great time.
Punch yourself. Punch yourself some.
Punch yourself a bunch. Okay, at the top of the round, now that the ferryman is no longer, basically now that there aren't 2 marrow holding the boat back, the ferryman is able to push across to the edge of the other side, the southeastern beachhead.
Thank you.
So, Bones, you're up.
Okay, is this one's still out of the water?
Yes,
Or is he
he is. There's a moment, right, like where he's fighting you on the boat, and he bites you as you kind of like pull away, and as he pulls back, the boat lurches out of his reach. So he is still above the surface of the water, but is just out of melee range.
I think what I will instead do actually is I will hop on shore and I will go down 1 even, and then I will whip a dag at Matthew's target.
Okay.
It's normal.
Dagga,
Weapons
dagga.
bang.
Okay.
Thank God.
That's funny. Matashtai, you are fighting against this fucking marrow, and you're having flashbacks to that one bullywug that just bullied you for a while. And in this kind of like recognition moment of like, you know your own skills, you kind of like have a good gauge of what your own strength is. You should, in a one-on-one, be able to best this creature logically, right? But it is just getting the better of you, right? Like, you'll probably beat it in the end, but it is hurting. And you're kind of like, you know, like, through your wounds, pulling up, ready to continue the fight, right? And then you just hear this, and then this dagger just takes it in the side of the face. And it just kind of like stares at you for a second, and then falls into the river, and almost immediately is beset by that fucking swarm of quippers that had been after you.
You didn't do that one turn earlier?
No, he did not.
I shrug and then whip my offhand at the other one.
Which, by the way, that 13 damage was exactly its HP.
Of course.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
There's no way I can get sneak on this. I will sharpshooter the other one. Hey, Jeremy, does wind spike activate automatically the armor reduction, or do I have to choose?
You have to choose to use it.
Okay, awesome. Then I just want to whip wind spike.
Okay. Yeah. It's an activated ability. Yeah.
Okay, and I whip normal wind spike sharpshooter.
Normal wind spike sharpshooter.
All right, 20 damage.
Going. Okay. Bones is going ham, and that one marrow was going ham.
Are you gonna sneak attack?
He
No,
can't.
I can't.
Oh, you didn't have advantage. You're right.
Yeah, I didn't have advantage. Nobody's.
Oh, that
looking
would
at
have
me.
been potentially another like 60 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just see how much it would have been for funsies.
Yeah, sure. Funsies me up.
Yeah, okay.
It would have been instant killed.
Oh well.
Absolutely.
Funsies it is.
It would have been, I think,
Sure.
instant killed from full HP. Actually.
funny.
Okay, cool. Bones is done. These quippers are happy little campers. All the quippers are getting a feast. They do not care about any of you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Ashes, you're up. The marrow that had been assaulting Matashtai has been put down. And now there is a third who is still trying to respond to the boat lurching out of its reach.
Well, it's still in the water, so shoot
He
again.
shoots. Okay.
There we go.
Poor-
16.
Poor Ashes. That's a hit. Absolutely a hit.
Shoot him.
Choo. 8.
Pew.
8 more damage. Hell yeah. Okay.
End turn.
Those quippers are going. Matashtai, you're up. You fought valiantly against that marrow. It's no longer a threat. What would you like to do?
Freaking be hurt. I'm gonna, I guess, put away my spear. And I can't attack. Nothing to swing at, so I'm gonna go duck behind this wall and hand of healing myself, I guess.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
I
5
need
HP.
5 HP.
Nice. You only need, like, 10 more of those.
Yep, only 10 more.
Okay. This marrow, seeing its brethren be butchered, right? I think better of its situation, and it begins to swim away. But as it does, before it goes too far, it turns and hurls that harpoon out at Bones. In the attempt to take one catboy with him.
That boy.
17?
Nice, he's 19.
Ah! Okay, it strikes into the stalagmite next to you, pings off and yoinks back, and then At that point, the creature submerges, right? Goes underwater and continues swimming. Not by much, actually. It doesn't have enough move speed to go too terribly far. So you see it goes underwater, but you can still see the shadow of its bulk as it's attempting now to escape. Ezra, you're up. What would you like?
How rough did it look after that crossbow bolt?
Pretty hurt. Not. Roll me a medicine check.
Oh, my personal favorite.
Well, you know. Okay.
Hey, Mazel tov.
Pretty hurt. You know.
I'm not a genocidal maniac. I hop off the boat and
Okay. All right. Okay. As the round finishes, right? The ferryman, no longer accosted, is actually able to push the boat up onto the edge, actually make beachhead, and Ashes can just step off the boat easily.
Before I do, I look back. You all right? I say to the boatman.
The boatman just goes.
I'm gonna take
Classic
those.
boatman.
Oh, you gotta. Boatman 2022.
Nice.
And then I'll nod and step off.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. So the boatman just stays there. Now, no longer with customers. You guys find yourselves once more on that beachhead, and you can see to the southeast, right? There's the kind of garden of statues of presumably once living creatures, right? The last time, maybe not the last time you were here, but when you were originally here, many of them were covered in webbing, Drider's web. But this time, that seems to have been cleared away. So it's just this field of statues, many of them broken, shattered, missing limbs, missing heads, etc. But it's just this eeriness throughout this area. What would you like to do?
I turned.
I'd like to heal in some way.
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
like
that-
to turn to everyone and
that'd
say, let's recover quickly and move fast.
Yeah. In point of that, I'm sitting on 8 graders. I'm gonna give each of you one more grader healing potion.
Oh, I'm gonna drink that immediately. How much
Yep.
is it?
2d
Or
44 plus 4.
44?
4d4 plus 4.
I refrain from taking mine.
Yeah.
would
'Cause
like that.
I have more than enough for the moment.
I'm back to Nast.
As you all are handing out potions,
I'm kind of feeling
and
myself.
you begin to quaff them, right? You hear a murmur from the water. You hear a voice,
Water murmur.
and it says, "Oh, my friends, they're back. It's been so long. Come to wish me well. I'm sure they have. No ill will."
Oh, not at all. Sweet friends.
Hyper transformation.
Oh, fuck. I love the response. Love it. Okay.
I take off.
Ow.
Okay.
That was a deep
take
cut
off.
I gave myself just there.
You all begin to head southeast, towards.
The voice was coming this way, right?
The voice was coming from the river.
Oh, we're running.
It's like it just
running.
emanated
We're
from the river.
going
It's
to their
a
cauldron.
sea witch, Jay.
Shut up. It's your girlfriend, Ezra.
It is your girlfriend.
Okay.
No.
Also, I didn't roll him a credit die for that, but I do need it for that. So
As we get here and are about to enter this tunnel, I will brush the ring of lesser invisibility and turn myself invisible.
Wonderful.
Wonderbar.
What Wonderbar? What Wonderbar?
Yeah, you got you right.
Lumaba.
That would be right. That's really interesting timing. I need everyone to select their tokens and roll for initiative.
Oh, really?
Okay, wait. So does that happen or not?
No, yeah, that happens. That absolutely happens. That's really interesting timing. I need everyone to select their tokens and roll for initiative. Because that's you said it. You said it.
Yeah, I said it.
I love it. I love it. Boop. All right, we're getting in the rounds today, boyos.
Yee.
Christ. Okay. Just as you all are passing through this garden of lifeless statues, and you see Bones kind of like twist the ring, and vanish. There is a pulse of electricity that crackles in the air next to Ashes, Matashtai, and Ezra, as each of you that's incorrect. I hate that mechanic, so changing it on the fly. Okay. Ashes first, then Matashtai, then Ezra.
Talking about turn order, right?
Huh?
You're talking about turn order, right?
I'm talking about how this goes.
Yeah, turn order.
As appearing next to each of you. Yes. Appearing next to each of you is a crackling, glowing orb of energy. Ashes, at advantage. 24.
At advantage 24. 21, 22, 23. Cannot prevent that.
And will-wisps.
You take 8 lightning damage as you feel a jolt surge into your body. Matashtai, at advantage, 28. You feel a jolt of lightning. You take 11 lightning, and then the will-o-wisps don't know any better. So Ezra, 25, 14 lightning damage.
Reduced to 7.
Reduced to 7, so you take 7 lightning damage. And Bones, you actually do not get a turn. Everyone is surprised, including you. They rolled a 31 on their stealth.
Good
Ooh, crazy.
Lord.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they natural 20'd their stealth roll, and they have a plus 11, so they went kind of crazy. Ashes, you are caught flat-footed. Ezra, you are caught flat-footed. The only issue is that there were 4 of these fuckers, and they were all 4 going to pop out on one each of you. But now that the cat has disappeared, this one is going to pop out on the nearest target, and that nearest target is Ashes. So Ashes, another advantage shock at you, 27 for 5 lightning.
All right.
And then we are back to the top of the round, and many of them are very fast, so they're going again. The advantage remains on Ashes because he's flanked. 19 doesn't hit, though, right?
19 does not hit.
Okay, all right, they missed. Another one at Matashtai, this time being at normal. 24. 2
I'll take that 2
lightning damage. 2 fucking lightning
I'll take
damage.
2. It's all right.
And then a
You just keep
normal
on
at
swinging those
Ezra.
ones, Jeremy.
18, Ezra? Are you debating on shielding it?
I'll take the 4 damage.
Okay, you're taking the 4 damage. All right, gotcha. And then we are to actual actions for the party. So Bones, as soon as you kind of like wriggle the ring and you go invisible, there's just this eruption of lightning, just shooting off behind you, basically, as the rest of your party is just enveloped in these fucking will-o-wisps, shocking the shit out of them. What would you like to do?
Will-o-wisps before? Is this the closest, like the skull, or did we find one in the willow wood?
You briefly fought one in the willow wood. Yeah, it was the one that wanted to get vengeance against Willow.
Did it?
Oh, we also fought some here.
Did it explode like a grenade killed it? Does anyone remember?
You do not remember. But I mean, we have to kill them. Like,
yeah, but I want to know if I want to be next to it when I do that.
He's trying to figure out, do I kill it while it's near me? Yeah.
No, I think he's talking they explode or something, right?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Does anyone remember if they
back up?
like,
He's gonna have
when
to.
they died?
Don't remember.
You normally remember these things.
I don't.
I know. Is your name Jake?
Yes. His name is Jake.
So first of all, whatever name you said did not come over the mic.
It's pretty close.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
Sorry then. I thought my words were coming through. My bad. I apologize.
You're getting a little bit of breakage here or there, but it's not so significant that we can't understand you the majority of the time.
I don't have my actual mic, so this is the best I can
you're
do.
good. You're fine. Again, if it was so bad, I would have mentioned it earlier.
Personally.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, since I don't remember if they explode or not, I'm just gonna stab the Christ out of this one.
Okay, sounds like a plan. You are invisible. It does not know that you are there. Do the do. Well, I mean, it knows you're somewhere. It just doesn't know where. That's a hit. Absolutely, that's a hit.
Because you didn't roll.
Oh, did you not roll? Oh.
I was not here before when you guys started this, so.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm in the.
And I will.
Yeah, you're in the block. Nice.
I will crush a token to whale without using a thing.
You stab into this fucking thing, right? And your blade kind of goes into the light a little bit, right? Meets no resistance. And then when it's basically near the center of the light, right? Like these are not even heartbeats, like the speed at which you're striking, but you can judge, right? Like, you know when your blade would have been touching a surface, and it doesn't touch, it's inside the creature, and then it hits something hard, and there's just this immediate, like, shatter noise, and the whole thing goes, and then it just, like, it goes quiet, and as it floats down to the ground.
Okay, that's fine. And
Which one are you wailing?
I want the whale to go to the one next to Ezra.
Okay. Wailing the Ezras.
And, like, in the same motion as I crush the token, I reopen my hand to, like, pull in that thing's soul to create another one.
Ooh, okay. Roll me, don't. Roll me a medicine or nature check, Bones.
Okay. 18.
These things, they do lightning damage, but the way that they seem to be composed, they seem almost made of light. The necrotic that you sent doesn't, it maybe hurt it a little, but if it did, not much.
Okay, noted. That's fine.
And that's your turn, I believe, right? Or are you wanting to move or anything?
I have a bonus action still.
Oh, bonus action. Do it up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna whip Windspike at the one next to Ezra.
And
Since I have no reason not to, I'm gonna sharpshooter it.
absolutely.
Right there. That's a 14 to hit.
These you throw right, and you feel like it's center of mass, but the thing just kind of like goes as the dagger is flying at it. It goes, and it just kind of like passes through it harmlessly.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right,
These things are real quick. Okay, Ashes, you're up. You have been. It's like you stuck your finger in an electrical socket.
Yep.
All of your fur is like standing on end right now.
Imagine maybe some little burnt, so it stinks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna turn to the one above me and gonna go slashy. 17. So 18.
18.
18 misses. You whoosh through the air, and this thing, again, it does that kind of like displacement where it goes past your blade. 19, however, just hits.
Okay.
Very nice.
Assuming thunder doesn't get reduced, because if they're doing lightning, then thunder shouldn't.
The thunder damage. Roll a nature check for me. Or a medicine check, one or the other.
8.
You have no fucking idea.
Look, if they're gonna separate the elements between thunder and lightning, then separate them.
They're often pretty
Anyway,
together.
all right,
You have no idea.
Right. So, yeah. So I do my 18 damage, and
How much of it is right
you
damage?
know what? Just to make sure. Well, no, I'll just stay there. Enter.
Only 2 of it is right damage? 3 of it is right damage? I can't tell.
Yeah, right. It is 2 feral might damage, 3 thunder damage, and 13 slashing damage. Globals are weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
Matashtai, you're up. You have been ambushed by these will-o-wisps. They don't see. They're very fast, but they do not seem to be very hardy. So, they go down pretty quick when you actually start hitting them.
I throw a bop it.
You bop it. I'm gonna bop it. That's a hit. 25 is a hit.
Twist it.
And then I'm gonna twist it.
Pull it.
Nice. That's also a hit. Okay,
I'm gonna pull it.
No, you don't need to pull it. Matashtai just goes bop bop, and then you hit center mass each time. Like it tries to do the but you kind of like predict and hit where it's gonna be rather than where it is. And on the second strike, you just hear this cracking, almost kind of like the shattering of crystal, and the whole thing again begins to
I'm like, stop hurting me,
and then it just falls. You yell that, and you hear this laughter burbling up around you in the cave, and it's the same tone, it's the same voice laughing at your pain as was just talking at you from the river.
Okay, dickheads.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
You still have the unarmed strike that you didn't use.
Oh. Then I'm gonna expend a key point to double hand of healing myself.
Okay.
Bop, bop.
Yeah, because the first two killed it, so you would not have needed to swing with the third one. So you could have done something else.
Convenient.
Okay. Now that's the end of your turn. Ezrah, you up.
I'm gonna reach out and try and grab this thing with
A hand? Oh.
Okay. 18 is a miss, or 17 is a miss. Either is a miss. AC is 19. So you reach out and you feel this kind of, and as you go to kind of like grab for it, it just kind of like out of the way, and you feel the kind of like tingle in your hands as the shocking grasp dissipates. Anything else for your turn?
just going to take a step upwards and end my turn.
Okay. This guy is dead. This guy is alive, and it's just gonna shock something. It's gonna try to fry the doggo. 25 to hit. My god. 13 lightning damage to the werewolf.
I take it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. This one is dead. This one tries to shock Ezrah. 16.
I'll take the 4 damage.
Okay. 4 more damage Ezra's way. And Bones, you're up.
Can't flank that one. I could flank Ezra. I will do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cat dash 5.
Okay. Cat dash for 5 fucking feet. I love it.
Great.
That's what
I
it is.
love it. Oh.
Savage, Serpent Fang Stab.
That's a hit.
29. Snake.
That is a shattered will-o-wisp.
And I'm not gonna wail because I don't think it does anything. I will offhand, wind spike, sharpshooter.
10 misses. Goes wide. By the way, I just love the imagery through here. We haven't really been talking about the induction of the bracers of flying daggers, but like Bones every turn is just like and then
Yeah, they come back.
right? Like these
Makes me
fucking
think of
daggers.
Bunny from Gunfire Reborn.
He is absolutely. I love it, but I love the imagery of the different designed daggers, like flying in, like appearing back in place on the appropriate rune. So, like, how many daggers do you have on your arms right now?
I have 4.
You have 4. Okay, that's really cool. So you have Windspike, Troll, Heartseeker,
Looking Soul Singer, Gore, and
Gore, and Serpent's Fang. Gotcha. That's really cool. I need fan art of Bones like fucking kitted out with like these unique daggers on his fucking arms. Like that'd be really neat. Okay, that is the end of your turn. Ashes, you're up. This thing keeps fucking shocking you. That's a hit.
Yeah, smack it.
Actually 16.
And it's dead.
Okay.
Shatters. And just as suddenly as this ambush was sprung, it is over. And there is once again quiet around you.
Well, that sucked.
It was
ambushed by these same things here last time.
You guys are
That's
kind of just
right.
like balls deeping in on this, so it's kind of a scenario of, you know.
it was less than ideal. As I go past him, I will turn invisible again.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I guess we're marching on.
Well, I mean, you know, I'll wait a second for y'all to heal up if you want.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm like 14 HP short, whatever.
Yeah, well,
I'll lose that in the first hit anyway.
Jay is at half.
I
though.
think it's more the ashes question. At
Oh,
this
sorry, I
point.
did not see Ash's health.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, what's everyone else at?
I'm good.
Nice. 69.
Oh,
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll just.
I have 2 normal healing potions. I'm gonna fucking drink one of those.
yeah, I got some normies if you want, Jay.
Potion of
Some
healing.
normies.
Let's do.
Yeah, Jay, you want some normies?
Yeah, I've got some normies
Okay.
as well. +6. That was 1 normie. I'll take 1 more normie. Potion of healing for 7. That'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll do an army as well.
Okay.
Get normed up.
Normed up. Suddenly, that stockpile of potions looking real good. Oh fuck! I don't think you guys have taken this much damage in like months.
Oh, I have. Don't worry, I have.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Mitch has, or Matashtai has. Okay, you guys take a moment, quaff more potions, and begin to head forward into the territory of the Sargoth Coven. As you begin to wind into the curving tunnels, you hear a voice, the same voice, right? That singular voice call out to you. It says, my, such rude interlopers plunging into my realm, uninvited.
I
You
thought we
will
were
have to be
friends.
dealt with. Do you come as friends?
Well, not anymore.
I was about to say lie. Come on, Matt, you can do it live.
At least you didn't bother lying.
He can't do it. He's incapable.
Coming from the guy who rolled a nat 1 deception check.
That's fair. That's fair.
Look, my loyalty to
I
the
both
Legion
can't,
is invested
and
in
my
it, okay?
morality won't let me.
It was my
That's-
loyalty. Look, I couldn't do it. I care too much about my honor.
Yeah, that's what you
It's
care
true, he
about.
does care too much about his honor.
That's what I'm saying. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
He cares about his honor with the right things, right? So you come as you come through the winding tunnels. You find yourself in that room, right? That had been filled with bones, with skeletons, right? The picked clean bones, slightly gnawed upon, of many corpses, and they remain, but there are fresher bodies here that have yet to be picked clean. Notably, there are hobgoblin bodies here that have been mutilated, eviscerated, etc. 2 of them are strung up in the corner, and then there's a small pile of them. The Legion's members of the Legion that have fallen to the attacks of the river. Um, just continuing onwards.
I want to push forward to that big cauldron room.
Okay. You push forward, and as you do, you begin to hear to the north of you the geysers. The room just to the northwest has those geysers that fire off every few seconds. But you press forward into the room with the large cauldron and the kind of like ship's mast and almost kind of like ghostly thin rigging of a sail. The giant basin of the cauldron is still there, right? The earthen bowl that it sits in, kind of like pushed up and around it. And you see within the cauldron, kind of like draped over the cauldron, you see the bodies of Gurgle Brine and Coral Black. Lifeless.
What?
Oh.
Damn, cover no more.
And you hear, right, that same voice again. It says, always plotting, always waiting to stab me in the back. They did once before. They just needed another chance to do so again. Well, this time I beat them to the punch. I wish I had had Cousin Dearest's instructions on how exactly to bind their souls, but I think I made do, given the circumstances.
Shit.
What you do with your own sisters is none of our business, but you knew we were allied with the Legion. You made trouble for them.
Is my river. This, and you almost kind of hear that, almost kind of like Galadriel, like, you would have a queen, right? Like, kind of scenario, right? Like, you hear this kind of like, her voice shifts up an octave, and she just howls, this is my domain!
And I grip Zalara tighter and say, then defend it! And I wait for her to show up.
What he said.
There's no
Okay, you're not gonna
response.
come out? Fine.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
gonna walk
there's
in.
no
it's
fucking
such a
response.
good, like, setup.
I'm gonna go kick over the. I go over and kick over the cauldron.
You cannot kick over the cauldron. It is
come
a
over and I
large black iron
The
cauldron.
two of
that
us
is
roll it.
pushed- Okay. Two of you going at it. Roll me athletics checks. Your DC is a 28 because this thing is basically rooted into the stone. Like there's a stone bowl that pushes up around it.
I summon a mage hand to help. Does that drop it
That's
down to
10
like a
pounds.
20?
Yeah,
It's
the
like
mage hand,
that's down to a 20, right?
It's
really
a
confuses
27 and a
Matt.
half.
Oh,
Yeah, the mage hand comes out. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, so you guys, you realize as you're kind of like pressing up against this, like trying to bowl this thing over, you can dislodge it, but it is not going to be a simple, easy task. And as it happens, you hear this just laughter at your expense, right?
it's such a
As
good
all
one-liner.
of Stillwater just laughs at the audacity and the irrelevance of your actions.
Does it still sound like it's just like coming from everywhere? Or
Everywhere.
is...
Yeah, absolutely. It does not sound as if she is here. She is in another location and she is just able to see you and project her voice to you.
is she?
The last time we fought them,
I assume she's further in. Well, maybe she's further in by the treasure room.
the last time we fought them was it was northwest of here.
It was.
She's
yeah.
got to be underwater. Like someone.
Do you think it's? Did we explore over on the other side? Yeah, there was that. That's where we found Greer, right?
the other side.
Yeah, to the north east. That's where you found not Greer.
That's
it was
that's
a
where the
different
ship with the trap
Yep.
was.
With the kind of like Banshee's whale trap. But this is where you found the child, the young boy from Skullport, and the other goblin. That other goblin went and rejoined Xanathar's. That he did not join the Skull
Isn't
Takers.
that when we found Oz? No, he was phase spiders.
Yeah, Oz was face spiders. Yep.
Okay. Okay, and now up in the upper right-hand corner was just that. This is that place where they had prisoners, right?
Yeah, it was the prisoners, and then beyond that was the treasure room that had the Banshee's whale.
Then it's my estimation that it's going to be northwest, and I will kick a rock like loudly as I'm going that way.
Okay, to kind of like signify to your party where you're going.
Ezra looks to the south.
Ezra's horrible perception. I will say this. I'll say Matashtai has a high enough passive perception that as long as you're not trying to hide from the party, Bones, Matashtai can follow you well enough.
But I don't want to like say something. I mean, I'm sure she knows I'm. I don't want her to know exactly where I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%. But Matashtai, you are where Bones is heading northwest.
Okay.
Into the geyser room, basically.
Wherever we go, we need to stick together because.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the footsteps.
Okay.
I make no noise when I walk.
No. Yeah.
Perfectly silent.
Well, I
I
mean,
definitely heard footsteps.
you make no noise when you walk, but you do leave little trails through the water of the geyser room.
Yeah.
As you are
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
fair.
moving that direction. And as you all move forward through the geyser room, navigating without real difficulty the plumes of water that come up and leave a fine mist behind, you come north into the next room where you originally met the Sargoth Coven, the Sea Hag Coven, Coral Black, Gurgle Brine, and I've forgotten her name. The one that you guys killed.
Wasn't it Cuttlefish?
Yeah, Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefingers.
Was it Cuttlefingers?
I think it's Cuttlefish, but she had Cuttlefish for fingers.
Cauldra Cuttlefingers, maybe.
I think it's
I don't remember.
Cuttlefish.
It's I could check this right here very, very quickly. Like, number 3. Who dwells here? The Sea Hags of the Coven.
Alicia Keys, Mary
Alicia
J.
Keys.
Blunt,
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
and
Alicia Keys.
Beyonce.
Cauldra Cuttlefingers. Cauldra
was
Cuttlefingers. So this is where you had originally met them, and where you actually, I think you guys fought them at the. I think you fought the trio at the Cauldron last time.
I thought we fought them up here.
I think it was at the Cauldron because you actually like killed one in the Cauldron or something like that, I believe. You guys make it up here, and as you do, you hear that voice again. You hear Olive Stillwater call out and say, yes, finally. My appetite had been growing since my sisters. And the morsels that I found earlier were unable to sate it, but you, there is some power in you. You will be a fine meal. And you see kind of rising up out of the various pools around the space. You see just kind of poking up out of them the immense forms of Chesapeake and Fiddler, who have in your absence grown to a massive size. And it is at that point that I believe the battle against Olive Steelwater, the Sea Fury, who has devoured her siblings' souls and become a coven unto herself. I believe now is when that battle begins. But considering it is already 9:44, I think that's also where we are going to go ahead and call this episode for the evening. Next time we play, it will be battle against the forces of Olive Stillwater, Fury of the Sea, with her loyal retainers, Chesapeake and Fiddler. And we'll see how that goes.
Come into this a little half-cocked.
No.
I'm
It was,
fully cocked
we
and
are
erect.
doing this, we're going. Marrows attacked us, we took a lot of damage. Fuck that, doesn't matter, we're going. Ambushed by will-o-wisps. Okay, that hurt a little bit, doesn't matter, we're going.
This is the pace we're going for the rest of the campaign.
No, it is not. You go this pace for the rest of the campaign, and you will die. Absolutely, you will die.
This is the pace that has been set upon us by all of our collective benefactors.
I love that you're holding on to that. Everyone's patron said this.
Not my patron. My patron loves what I do.
I love it. Okay, that is going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next time with more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.